Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a little different.
Ooh, fun.
We're taking a deep dive into tarot card readings
Okay. I like it.
for each zodiac sign
Okay.
for November 2024.
That's right around the corner.
It is, yeah. So it's a YourTango article
Okay.
by Valeria Black,
Cool.
published on October 26th.
All right.
So just a couple of days ago.
Very fresh.
Very fresh off the presses. So
exciting.
get ready to see what the cards have in store for you next month.
Yeah, so what's really interesting
Okay.
is that November 2024 is already being described as a
Like by astrologers?
yeah,
Okay, right.
revolutionary month
Whoa.
by astrologer La Dacheva.
Interesting.
And she says it marks the start of a huge shift.
Okay.
Not just on a personal level,
Mhm.
but potentially
Like a global level.
on a global one too, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so big change is coming.
Big changes afoot.
And apparently it's going to take decades
Yeah,
for these changes to fully play out.
right. It's not like an overnight thing.
Okay, so like the seeds are being planted now.
Exactly.
So as we go through these tarot readings, right,
Yes.
let's think about how they might connect
Mm-hmm.
to this bigger picture of transformation.
I love that.
It might not just be about your everyday life in November,
Yeah.
but like a hint of something much larger at play.
Exact. And I think that idea of transformation
Okay.
really comes through in the readings too. Like when
Yeah.
I was reading the article,
Uh-huh.
I was really struck by how much it talked about letting go.
Okay.
Whether that's like,
Like bad habits.
yeah, bad habit, relationships.
Relationships that no longer serve you.
Yeah.
Or even just like clutter in your home.
Oh, okay.
It's all about clearing space
Got it.
for fresh energy and new beginnings.
Okay, so like a cosmic decluttering.
I love that.
I like it, right? But 12 zodiac signs.
Right.
Where do we even begin?
Oh, man. That is a lot to cover.
It is.
Well, one interesting thing I noticed.
Is that some of the signs share kind of similar themes.
Hmm.
For example,
Oh,
both Taurus and Libra
okay.
got the Five of Pentacles,
Uh-huh.
which is a card that often relates to finances.
Interesting.
But even though they got the same card,
Mhm.
the interpretations are slightly different.
Okay, so break it down for us.
All right.
What does the Five of Pentacles mean for Taurus and Libra this month?
So for Taurus,
Oh,
it's a warning
Up.
about overspending
okay.
and the dangers of peer pressure.
Mm.
It's like the cards are saying, stick to your budget, Taurus,
Yeah.
and don't let others influence your spending habits.
Right.
But then for Libra,
Okay.
the focus is more on making smart investments
Okay.
and trusting your gut feeling
Mm.
when it comes to money matters.
So if you're a Taurus or a Libra, listen up.
Yes,
November is all about being mindful of your finances.
absolutely.
But I think even if you're not one of those signs,
Right.
just think about the areas in your life where you might be swayed by external pressures.
Right? Mm-hmm. It could be anything from your spending habits to your relationships
Totally.
or even your career choices.
Yeah, exactly. It could be any of those
Oh,
things.
so interesting. Okay.
And this brings us to another key theme
Okay.
that kind of pops up in a lot of the readings.
All right.
This idea of inner strength,
Okay.
for instance.
Right.
Aries draws the strength card.
Okay.
But it's not just about their own personal power.
Uh-huh.
They're also being called
Okay.
to be a source of strength for others.
Maybe like through caregiving or
Yes.
volunteering or just being there for someone who needs support.
Exactly.
So it sounds like November is asking us to step up,
Yeah.
not just for ourselves, but for our communities as well.
That's right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, speaking of stepping up,
Okay.
Leo gets the Eight of Wands.
Okay.
This card is all about taking swift action
Mm-hmm.
and going after what you want.
Right.
And guess what?
Right.
The article even suggests that this includes upgrading their fashion game. Ooh, I love that.
It's very Leo.
It is very Leo.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So it speaks to like the idea of confidence.
Yeah.
Putting your best foot forward.
Totally.
Plus, it ties back to that revolutionary energy we talked about earlier.
I was just thinking that.
Right? It's like November is saying, don't just sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah.
Go out there
Yeah.
and create the future you desire.
Take charge.
So Leos,
Yes.
get ready to strut your stuff next month.
Absolutely. And while Leo is focusing on outward appearances,
Okay.
Cancer is being called to open their hearts. They drew the Ace of Cups,
Okay.
which often suggests new adventures and maybe even a soulmate connection.
Wow.
But this isn't just about romantic love. It's about opening yourself up to all kinds of new experiences and
Yeah.
relationships.
So Cancers, get ready for some excitement.
Friday.
But what's interesting here
Okay.
is that the Ace of Cups encourages stepping outside your comfort zone. And Cancers are usually all about their home and emotional security, right?
Yeah, they're the homebodies of the zodiac.
They are.
So this is really encouraging them to kind of push those boundaries a little bit.
So it's a reminder that sometimes the biggest growth happens
Yeah,
when we venture into the unknown.
totally.
And speaking of venturing into the unknown,
Okay.
Scorpio gets the Ace of Wands,
Ooh.
a card bursting with creative energy
Yeah,
and potential.
lots of potential.
And this is amplified by the fact that it's Scorpio season.
Oh, that's right.
For a good chunk of November.
Double Scorpio energy.
Double the Scorpio energy.
Yeah, I love it.
And the article even mentions heightened psychic abilities
Interesting.
for Scorpios this month,
Okay.
especially when it comes to the sense of smell.
Oh, wow.
So if you're a Scorpio and suddenly find yourself really drawn to a certain scent
Mm-hmm.
or maybe repulsed by another,
Yeah.
pay attention.
Take note.
It could be a message from the universe.
I love that. So they'll be able to intuit information through sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty fascinating.
It is. All right, let's move on to Virgo.
Okay.
They drew the Sun card.
Woohoo!
I'm sensing some serious good fortune here.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So the Sun is one of the most positive cards in the deck.
Okay.
It represents joy, success, and vitality.
Right.
But it's not just about things falling into your lap.
Right.
It's about actively manifesting your desires and
Right.
celebrating your accomplishments.
So Virgo's November is your time to shine.
Yeah. Get out there.
Get out there. And the article even suggests tapping into the energy of the full moon on November 15th
Ooh.
for manifest and rituals.
Okay.
And if you're a creative Virgo,
Mm-hmm.
tinker with gadgets and gizmos
Yeah.
is apparently a great way to channel your Mercury-ruled energy.
Oh, I love that.
So what stands out to you so far?
Hmm.
Are you seeing any connections to your own life?
Yeah, I am.
Or the bigger themes we've been discussing?
You know what I'm really struck by
What's that?
is how many of these readings emphasize collaboration and community.
Oh,
Like we saw it with Aries being called to support others, and now with Leo's need to step out into the world with confidence,
Yeah.
and Cancer's call to open their hearts to new connections.
Right.
It seems like even though November might bring personal transformation,
Yeah.
we're not meant to go through it alone.
Yeah.
There is a strong emphasis on connecting with others,
Okay.
sharing our strengths and building something greater together.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's like a cosmic team effort.
Yeah, I like that.
But hold on, we're only halfway through the zodiac.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Let's take a quick break
Okay.
and then dive back in to see what insights await the remaining signs.
Sounds good. All right, ready for the second half of the zodiac?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so we left off talking about how these personal transformations
Uh-huh.
might be connected to a bigger shift happening in society.
Right.
So let's see what the rest of the signs reveal.
All right, so up next is Gemini,
Okay.
and they've got the Wheel of Fortune spinning their way.
Oh, fun.
Now, I know this card is often associated with luck and change,
Yeah.
but what does that actually mean for Geminis in November?
Think of the Wheel of Fortune like a Ferris wheel.
Okay.
Sometimes you're at the top enjoying the view.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're at the bottom waiting for your turn to rise again.
Right.
That's the kind of energy Gemini might experience this month.
Got
There'll
it.
be ups and downs, unexpected twists and turns. But the key is to remember that it's all part of a cycle.
So Geminis, if you encounter any unexpected obstacles or setbacks this month,
Yeah.
don't get discouraged.
Right.
Just ride the wave, adjust your course as needed,
Yeah.
and keep moving forward.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking. And the article also mentions that face-to-face interactions
Yeah.
will be more beneficial for Geminis this month
Interesting.
compared to like virtual ones.
So get out there.
Yeah, it's like the universe is saying, hey, put down your phone for a minute
Yeah.
and connect with the world around you.
Right. We saw a similar theme earlier with Taurus.
Yeah.
Being warned about the influence of social media,
Hmm.
there seems to be this push towards grounding
Right.
and real-world connections.
I like it.
Now, Sagittarius gets the Ten of Wands, which is a card that can sometimes indicate feeling burdened or overwhelmed.
Which makes sense for Sagittarius, right?
Yeah.
They're known for being adventurous and always taking on multiple projects.
They always have a lot going on.
So what's the message here for them?
It's about prioritizing,
Okay.
setting boundaries, and not spreading themselves too thin.
Right.
So November might be a time for Sagittarius to delegate tasks.
Okay.
Learn to say no more often,
Yeah.
or simply focus on finishing existing commitments
Uh-huh.
before taking on anything new.
Sounds like a good time for a little self-care and simplifying, too.
I agree.
The article also emphasizes the importance of collaboration for Sagittarius this month.
Okay.
Finding support through friends, colleagues, or mentors.
Right. So again, we're seeing that theme of community support.
Yeah, it's like the universe is saying, yes, prioritize and set boundaries, but don't isolate yourself.
Right.
Lean on your support system, and remember, you don't have to go it alone.
Exactly. Now let's talk about Capricorn,
Right.
the master planner of the zodiac.
Yes, they are.
They get the Two of Wands, which is a card often associated with decision-making,
Okay.
exploring options, and venturing into new territory.
So does that mean Capricorn should be looking for new opportunities?
It's interesting.
Or making big changes in November?
It's interesting because for Capricorn, the interpretation is a bit different.
Okay.
Instead of focusing on outward expansion, it's more about prioritizing tasks,
Okay.
following through on existing plans, and surprisingly embracing teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
That's not something you usually associate with Capricorns.
No, not really.
We tend to be very independent.
Yeah. They like to do things their own way.
Right.
But it seems like they're being challenged to step outside their comfort zone and invite others into the process.
Okay.
It's a reminder that even the most ambitious goals can be achieved more effectively with the support and input of others.
I like that. And there's like a fun little detail in the article for Capricorns.
What's that?
It suggests that November is a great time to invest in heirloom dishware.
Oh, that's very Capricorn.
It totally connects to their appreciation for tradition and quality and creating a beautiful home environment.
And with Thanksgiving coming up, it's a timely reminder to set a stunning table for gathering with loved ones.
Speaking of gathering with loved ones,
yes,
Pisces gets the Ace of Cups.
Okay.
Just like Cancer.
Oh, that's right.
But remember how we talked about Cancer being called to open their heart to new relationships and adventures?
Yeah.
Well, for Pisces, the interpretation is different.
It is.
So what does the Ace of Cups mean for Pisces?
For Pisces, it's about balance and awareness in their existing relationships.
Okay.
The article cautions against becoming overly focused.
On one type of relationship to the detriment of others.
Right.
So it's a reminder to nurture all the important connections in their life.
Okay.
Romantic partners, family, friends, and even their relationship with themselves.
That makes sense for Pisces.
Yeah.
They're known for being deeply empathetic and in tune with the needs of others.
Yeah, they're very sensitive.
So it's easy for them to lose themselves in those connections.
Exactly. So November might be a time for them to step back, assess their priorities, and make sure they're giving and receiving love in a balanced way.
I like it all. Next up is Aquarius.
Okay.
And their card is the Three of Pentacles, which is all about teamwork, collaboration, and combining talents to achieve a shared goal.
All right, so again, we're seeing that theme of collaboration coming up.
Right. What does that mean specifically for Aquarius?
It seems like Aquarius is being called to use their innovative spirit and community-oriented nature.
To bring people together and create something truly special.
I like that.
The article even suggests community work as a potential outlet for this energy, whether it's volunteering, organizing a fundraiser, or simply finding ways to support those in need.
It's a beautiful reminder that our individual growth and transformation are often intertwined with the well-being of our community.
Exactly, and there's a beautiful synergy here. With Aries being called to be a pillar of strength for others. It's like these two signs are reflecting back to each other, showing us that both giving and receiving support are essential parts of this November journey.
We've talked a lot about teamwork and collaboration.
We have.
But what about personal growth and self-discovery?
Yeah.
Where do those themes fit into the bigger picture?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
You know, while a lot of the readings emphasize outward actions and connections, there's definitely an undercurrent of introspection and inner work, too.
Yeah, like Libra being encouraged to trust their intuition when making financial decisions.
Exactly.
Sagittarius being reminded to prioritize their own needs and set boundaries. And Pisces being called to find balance within themselves before extending that balance outward to their relationship.
You got it.
So while November might be a time for collective action and societal shifts, it's also a time for personal reflection and aligning with our authentic selves.
Totally. And those two themes aren't mutually exclusive. In fact, they complement each other.
It's like the stronger and more grounded we are within ourselves, the more effectively we can contribute to the collective good.
Absolutely. And lastly, we have Taurus.
Okay.
Who gets the Five of Pentacles again, just like Libra.
Right.
But remember how we talked about Libra needing to be mindful of their finances and make wise investments? Well, for Taurus, the focus shifts to health.
Oh, interesting. So what does the Five of Pentacles mean for Taurus in terms of health?
The article specifically mentions that Taurus will experience good health this month.
Okay.
Particularly when it comes to joints and bones.
Interesting.
It's like a reminder to take care of their physical well-being.
Yeah.
Amidst all the change and upheaval.
It makes sense. It's hard to build a new world if you're not taking care of your foundation.
Right.
And it also ties back to that initial advice for Taurus.
Yeah.
To avoid overspending and peer pressure. It's about investing in what truly matters. Your health, your well-being, and the things that bring you genuine joy and fulfillment.
I love that. So as we wrap up this journey through the zodiac, what are your final thoughts? What message do you think the universe is trying to send us this November?
What stands out to me is this emphasis on both individual empowerment and our responsibility to the collective.
Absolutely.
It's like November's calling us to step into our power.
Yeah.
Embrace the changes that are coming. And remember that our personal journeys
right.
are all part of a bigger tapestry.
Totally.
We need to find that balance between taking action and reflecting, between being independent and working together.
Absolutely.
And ultimately use our unique gifts to create a better future for everyone.
Beautifully said. I love that.
Thanks.
And it's not just about, you know, making grand gestures or starting revolutions.
Right.
It can be about those small, everyday choices we make, how we treat others,
right,
how we take care of ourselves, and how we contribute to our communities.
Exactly.
All those things add up.
Right, like choosing to meet up with a friend in person.
Yeah.
Instead of just texting.
Right.
Or taking time for a creative project that brings you joy.
Totally.
Or simply lending a hand to someone who needs it. All makes a difference.
It all matters.
Right.
I also noticed that crystals are mentioned a lot in these readings.
Oh, yeah?
Almost every sign gets a specific crystal recommendation.
Right, like clear quartz for clarity.
Yeah.
Citrine for abundance, jade for healing, things like that. It's almost like these crystals are tools we can use to amplify our intentions and make it easier to navigate the energies of November.
Yeah, it reminds us that we're not just physical beings, we're energetic beings too. And these crystals can help us harmonize our own energy with the larger cosmic energies at play.
So if you're feeling drawn to crystals this November, do a little research. See which ones resonate with you and what you're hoping to achieve.
Exactly.
It could be a fun and powerful way to enhance your journey through the month.
And even if you don't have access to crystals, you can still connect with those energies.
Totally.
Spending time in nature, meditate and journaling, or simply visualizing the qualities you want to cultivate can be just as effective.
It's such a good point.
Yes.
It's not about having all the right tools or following a strict set of rules. It's about finding what works best for you.
Exactly.
And using it to support your own unique path of growth and transformation.
I love that. Speaking of unique paths,
yes,
I think it's time for our listener to explore their own signs reading in more detail.
Yes, we've given you a general overview of the themes and energies of November.
Yeah.
But the real magic happens when you delve into the specific message for your own zodiac sign.
Absolutely.
So take some time to reflect on your signs reading. What jumps out at you? What resonates with your current situation? What makes you curious? Maybe journal about it. Discuss it with a friend.
Totally.
See how you can use this November energy for personal growth, positive change, and maybe even a little bit of magic.
I love that.
And if you're looking to learn more about tarot and astrology, we have a link in the description box below to Starcode's Astro Oracle, a 56-card deck, and guidebook.
Great resource.
It's a great resource for anyone who wants to deepen their understanding of these ancient practices.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into tarot and the transformative energies of November 2024.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful and feel inspired to create a truly magical month for yourself.
Remember, you have the power to shape your own destiny.
That's right.
Embrace the changes. Trust your intuition. And don't be afraid to step into the unknown.
Absolutely. And until next time, keep seeking knowledge, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends.
Yes, spread the love.
We'll see you on our next deep dive.